So get ready, because we are diving into some really, really interesting stuff today.
Yeah.
We're looking at Krystal Ball,
Okay.
who is this Saffron Walden business owner.
Interesting.
Krystal's Home Maintenance.
Krystal's Home Maintenance, that's KHM.
KHM, right?
Yeah, and the woman behind it all, Krystal Ball.
Krystal Ball. Now she's interesting.
She is interesting. She is a local psychic.
Okay, so we are talking, what, tarot cards, palm readings, that sort of thing.
We are talking, well, she claims to be a psychic, a spirit medium, and a future seer.
Hold on, all three of those things.
All three, and get this, she also has a BTEC Level 2 in home maintenance.
That's a combination you don't see every day.
No, you do not. So it seems like Krystal's Home Maintenance is offering a bit more than just fixing leaky faucets.
Okay, so is this like, she comes over to fix your sink and then throws in a free aura reading?
Well, that's what makes this whole thing fascinating, right?
Right.
Because in her marketing, she actually links hauntings and home maintenance.
Wait, really?
Yeah. She claims that like 80% of the time, what people think are ghosts are really just like mundane home maintenance problems.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Right, like faulty wiring, creaky floorboards.
Oh, yeah, stuff like that.
But then she leaves that other 20%, for the possibility of actual paranormal activity.
Smart, real smart.
It is clever. It kind of covers all the bases,
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's reeling in the skeptics with the whole home maintenance thing, but then also keeping that door open for the believers who are looking for that, ghostly explanation.
Exactly. She's got something for everyone.
And so digging a little deeper into Krystal, this is where it gets even more interesting, right?
Oh, absolutely.
We mentioned she calls herself a psychic, a spirit medium, and a future seer. But she doesn't just say it.
No.
She claims to be world class.
World class. And we actually found a little snippet from the Croydon Chronicle back in 1998.
Oh, wow. Way back.
They called her and I quote, a genuine conduit to the afterlife.
Wow.
That's a pretty big claim.
That is a big claim. And her client list also backs that up in a way.
Oh, yes. Her client list is fascinating.
She's got celebrities, dignitaries,
disgraced royals,
even former dictators.
And to top it all off, she even mentions various other riffraff.
Okay, former dictators and riffraff needing their homes maintained by a psychic.
It makes you wonder what exactly they're calling her in for, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell if this is like a legitimate client list.
Right.
Or just really good marketing, building up that, air of mystery.
It's hard to say. We could be reading a bit too much into this.
Maybe. But regardless, she's definitely created a compelling image.
Absolutely. She's clearly charismatic and successful, too. She just finished a, quote, sellout tour of New Quay.
Wow. So not only is she a world-class psychic handyman,
right,
she's also a, stage performer?
Something like that. And, all of that is interesting enough. But then you get to the actual call to action in her advertisement.
This is the part that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up, right?
Yes, and it's so simple. She just says, stare into her eyes for further instructions.
Okay. A little creepy.
Yeah, definitely a little bit creepy.
But hey, maybe that's her style,
Maybe that's her style. Maybe that's what works for her.
Right. But then there's the little caveat at the bottom.
Oh, yes, the little disclaimer. Almost missed it.
Which says, psychic links are charged at standard rates.
That is it's perfect. It's like the cherry on top.
So the question is, who is Krystal Ball, really?
Right. Is she a really skilled tradesperson who just happens to have this side hustle as a psychic?
Or is she a legitimate psychic who's figured out a way to really broaden her market appeal?
The evidence, like you said, it's open to interpretation.
Yeah, it really is. But the point is, she's doing something right.
She's definitely doing something right.
She's got people talking. And she's managed to kind of blend together these two seemingly completely different worlds.
Exactly. You've got the practical world of home maintenance and then this whole other realm of spirituality and the paranormal.
And she's just, walking that line between the two.
Walking that line and maybe even suggesting that the line isn't as clear as we might think.
Maybe there's more overlap there than we realize.
Maybe there is. And that's something for all of us to think about, isn't it?
It is. Whether or not we buy into Krystal's whole shtick,
right,
she's definitely making us question some things.
She is. It makes you wonder, are there other areas in our lives where we're too quick to separate the practical from the spiritual? Maybe there's more room for both than we realize.
Maybe there is. And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder that question.
Yes, think about it. Where do those two worlds intersect in your own life?
And until next time, happy deep diving, everyone.
See you next time.